Hold on. All right. Let me see. I think y'all should be hearing me now. Like I said, man, there's a whole lot going on because it's all relevant to my federal lawsuit and everything that I've been building and everything we're going through over here has a purpose and a reason. All right. So first of all, like I said, um, it is what it is, man. I mean, these people, like I said, I told you these people all around me. I told you that these people in these neighborhoods, I told you that neighbors, I told you all of them. I told you that they were all in on this plot against me. And we actually got divine confirmation of that. And now we have complete confirmation of that. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, nonstop and continue to deliver this message. We have these people who have intentionally implemented an entire program to try to keep me from making a living or even being able to barely get by. I'm at the point that I can't get any resources or do anything I need to do, literally. I'm trying to see what I can do in the meanwhile, you know what I mean, and the moves I can make to try to get back to that point for the future. Because right now, I mean, the homeboy has my wallet. He has the wallet. I don't have anything, my ID, my bank cards. I have nothing.
Homeboy.
You understand? So it's like, I mean, there's just no way for me to do anything. And then they won't even let you try to make money
have
out
his
here.
wallet?
They have an issue with that too. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense because, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, like nobody's helping me to get my wallet. You
Did
understand?
you get mugged?
First order business is this is all on these people. This was their decision, right? And
He
these
got
people are
raped in the
jealous.
middle
And
of
I
the
told y'all that's fine. If y'all want to be
Joey, I'm
jealous
gonna need you to
and you want
back
to act
up.
this way and you want to act fake and you want to do fake things in fake environments, because the whole point is that everything they do is fake. None of them are tough. It's all designed to bait. You understand? So what these people was trying to do was, homeboy was trying to, act right on his property. Okay, so knowing that, I mean, I can't do anything about that. There's nothing I can do because they're really trying to bait. That's why they're trying to, antagonize, like I said, and provoke, and they want you to make a mistake, while you're on somebody else's property, so that they can get you on charges. Okay, so what happened is, Batman is smart, right, and handled it correctly, right, and basically now homeboy has two charges: one of an illegal statement and one of evading because he's not smart and clearly he was on drugs. So now he's got evading and a what charge, which we just call them illegal statements over here, but it's like the highest charge for that. So, honey, I don't know if you're listening to me, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe those are both felonies. Is that not a fact? Let me ask her real quick.
Yes, that is not a fact.
That's not a fact. What's evading? Evading you? No, Joey. No.
There's no law against evading a homeless person.
Or, yeah.
So like I said, don't be deceived, people. Don't start listening to people and thinking that people are tough or that I'm scary all of a sudden. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with being smart. It has to do with understanding that these people are cowards, okay? And that actually everything they're saying is fake. They're not about that. They're not about nothing. And it's all designed, right, to implement this program. But it just goes to show, yeah, like, no, that dude was my actual neighbor, bro. So these people, I told y'all that all these people I knew were in on it. They really are. And now I'm getting proof from my federal lawsuit. Concrete proof. And all I have to do is just try to get the summons or whatever when I can, which is hard as hell because they got me where I can't even, do anything to take care of myself at this point. But all I need to do is try to get the summons. That way I can attempt to try to show up to court so they don't drop the charges. You know what I mean? Because he 100% belongs in prison and jail. He's got like a record. He's got history.
Goes back,
you know what I
to
mean? Of doing crazy stuff like that. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. I mean, like they have photos and everything to back up everything that happened. Everything is proven. Everything is a fact. I only tell the truth. So like, it is what it is, man. I mean, when people are sitting there and they playing games like that, and and like I said, he was on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's on him, bro. You want to make bad decisions? I mean, that's your choice. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, he's now got, I believe it's 2 felonies. Correct me if I'm wrong, honey, but I believe it's 2 felony charges. Okay. So this is my, my message to the public and what I'm going to say again. I mean, there's no need for this, right? All y'all just proved. I mean, he was talking crazy too.
So he
was
squatting
it wasn't just
in
what
the
he did was
shed
crazy because that was insane,
off my
and like I said, it's trying to get away with stuff that you would never do in a real environment. Like I said, you're trying to antagonize, right? Because you're on your property and it's all these games and the same thing. And yeah, he was talking crazy, talking about, oh, nah, yeah, you ain't making no money. In other words, what you're saying is you're jealous and have a problem with me making money. I showed him the balance. Like, what do you mean? Like, my business is thriving, bro. I'm already up over like almost $160. I think we're nearing. And that's what I'm saying. So when you've got everyone around you and they're designing and trying everything to make sure that I can't even, barely get by, that's insane, bro. So, I mean, this is a federal lawsuit. There's going to be a lot of folks involved. Like I said, it is what it is. At the end of the day, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs and go to prison. It's not fake, you know, and that's it. You know, to the people who've done, you know, done their job and helped me along the way, those people I appreciate. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of other stuff in the past, a lot of corruption, a lot of things that happened. So that's all. I'm just tired of situations getting turned around and everything acting like it's my fault.
Yeah,
It's not.
DZ
This has
sounds
nothing
like
to
it.
do with me. This is these people. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my message to the public is if you want to be jelly and you want to keep playing these games and keep baiting and whatever, that's fine. But I mean, you're going to continue to lose, like I told you. You know, what's probably going to happen is that they're probably going to all get brought up on charges and end up going to prison and jail over this, you know, because I mean, you're trying to stop me from making a living, dude. I mean, again, why is that your prerogative? I don't see how that's possible that an entire neighborhood and whole communities are focused on not letting me make a living. And this is not even big money what I'm making now. I've made way more money in the past. I've done way more. Like I've seen way more money. It's not even, this is nothing. So, I mean, for me to just, you know, be barely trying to get started, clearly it shows fear. They don't want to let me get started because they know as soon as I do, I'm going to take off. You know what I mean? I'm going to be able to take off money-wise, and I'm going to keep on making dope.
Hi,
So, like I
DZ.
said, I mean, they built this environment. They made everything impossible for me. Nothing is possible every day. You know, again, it's the same thing today. I'm not going to keep going over it on here because there's rules, but I can't get anything I need, bro. I've already walked at least, you know, probably 20 miles. I'll probably have to walk about 20 more. There's no choice in anything right now. I got to do what I got to do. Like I said, I mean, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no internet, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing I can do. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, people can talk and do what they want, but I'm really good at my job. And my job is to systematically defeat all these people and expose their corruption, and expose that they all worked against me. And it's collusion across state lines and conspiracy. And like I said, it's going to be a RICO case, and they're all going to be facing collusion and conspiracy charges. And then I'll just bring up the other charges as part of my argument. You understand? So I'll just basically be referring to each instance when they act out of character and they do weird stuff like that. So what they don't understand is, no, brother, you're acting and pretending, okay? All your stuff is fake. You know what I mean? I'm just real smart, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, no, I'm systematically putting a stop to your nonsense and defeating you. And the fact is that, like, my entire stand is, you know, basically shutting down all these people who are involved in the drug trade. If you really pay attention, that's what I'm doing. You can say what you want, but I'm winning. I'm not losing in any way, shape, and form. All that trying to talk tough stuff, I don't know where they do that at. Like I said, I own my own league. Anybody can sign the waiver, bro. You understand? You got to make sense when you talk. Like I said, we do things on our time. But yeah, he was mad. He been a hater. He mad because I'm making money doing what I'm doing. Right. And you trying to stop that. Just like you won't just give me my wallet when he could just give me my wallet. Like there's no issue. He could just give me my wallet and give me my charges and go on about his business.
Joey, it sounds like I'm gonna pause this just real quick. If you've been squatting in a shed, what did you promise him rent or something, and you didn't pay up, and now he's holding your wallet as collateral?
You know what I mean? Like I could care less about any of these people. They're irrelevant to me. I'm not mad. I'm not upset about anything. Like it's no problem to just give me my wallet. It's not, but they don't do it. You know why? Because like I said, they don't want to see me making no money. So all that stuff is illegal. Everything they're doing is illegal. And I mean, as far as like my property, I mean, that should be a legality that I should be giving my property back.
Well,
you know what I mean? So other than that, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it all caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it, wasn't prepared for none of this. I mean, I mean, people see now that it's not just me. It's not in my mind. Like, nah, like this is getting ridiculous, bro. People are doing a lot of stuff and they're just unable to control their jelly. And that's really not my problem and not my issue. You understand? So
I guess this
like
puts
I
a
said,
damper
we're
on
going to
the
continue
big
to capitalize
and the cash back
off of their mishaps and their bad decisions, and not to mention I make a career off of speaking about your mishaps and your bad decisions. You understand? So like I said, people could say what they want, but I'm really good at being Batman. I'm really good at my job, ain't I?
Are you?
Ain't I? No, I'm shutting them down.
You got
They're
mugged.
getting owned. They're getting Batman, like Christina said. They're getting owned. You know what I mean? Real talk. And the fact is, they're owning themselves. See, when it comes to jealous people, they're going to expose themselves to give them long enough.
Actually.
Yeah, no,
Lovely.
I kind of knew. I kind of know in my intuition what I'm doing already. I know what I'm doing, bro. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I kind of already knew that they going to walk into their own traps that they trying to set for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, let's break it down. Yeah, he was trying to set a trap for me to walk in. And it's all snitch stuff. It's all to try to get me brought up on some fake charges for no reason, for whatever, defending myself, while they all keep coming at me for no reason, which is illegal. You see what I'm saying? When I don't even have an issue with no one and I'm trying to just live my life. They keep approaching me. If you approach me, there's no way you're going to tell me I'm doing something wrong. And self-defense don't exist. I had to explain that to Christina. Like, no, not in my position. You know, you can't do that. You know, and me knowing how much power I could have and all the training I do, hell no, bro, I'm not about to do that. Are you serious? Why would I throw away my future with you, honey, in defending myself from anyone? Nah, bro. I don't know what
Wait a
I'm capable
second.
of. Why would I do
What?
that? I'm not doing that. I'm not going
That
to
was
prison
the
or jail
gayest
ever. I
Batman
done told
thing
y'all
ever
this.
said.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make the
he
right
thinks
decision
if
and be
he
a grown
confronts
man. A
his
grown man
neighbor,
can't
he
act
may
tough
go
all
to
the time. But
jail and
people want
miss
to
out
act
on his
tough.
future with
That's
Christina.
sad, man.
So.
Y'all grown men. Y'all grown adults. So,
think
like
he
I said,
slid
what
the
you mean? You
charger
could
in
have
there
been
too.
signed the
He says,
waiver,
"Got my
bro.
wallet
Talking about,
charger."
no, you ain't doing this.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
mean? I've been doing this for 3
So did he
years in
leave his
front of your
whole
face.
bag
Just
in there?
proves you're delusional.
His
Like I
hobo
said, another
bag.
one delusional that can't face facts and deal with the reality that I'm shining and they ain't doing nothing. And he was talking about blah blah blah. Talking about something this and that about me being out here. I'm out here every day, cuz we've been running this business for 3 years. I'm in the street every day. I mean, you're soft.
Well, the
You're not
only
going to do
bag
anything
thief I
about it,
know is
and I'm going to
Sticky
continue to run my
Six.
business in
So,
front of you. What do you mean? I mean, what are you talking about?
Sticky, you want to
Like,
step up and
see,
explain yourself?
when you a grown man, you can't talk tough like that. No, you can't,
Do you know
because
how
there's
Candy
rules
and
that stop
Joey's
it
bag?
from you doing it. What are you talking about? You can't say things that are against the law. You just can't. I don't care who you are. You see what I'm saying? That's why it don't make no sense, because people could have just been done, put their money where their mouth is, and stepped up and signed the waiver. I mean, these are guys, bro, that like literally, I mean, they have no experience with none of that. I mean, they're talking way above their means. I mean, they're literally just delusional. They're just tripping, and they want to pretend there's something they're not. I mean, you dudes wasn't nobody in prison or jail, bro. I bet you got back down in there and back down to everybody. What do you mean? Like, I'm really that street OG. I'm really the hardcore, real street thug and gangsta. I'm the tough guy. And you want to perpetrate and front without putting the work in. Like I said, bro, there's a waiver
You got
you can
confronted
sign,
by
bro.
some people,
I mean,
huh?
you got to
And they
respect
made
me first, because I'm the
they
His
champ.
neighbor,
scared
it
you.
sounds
You're going to
like.
respect the champ. I don't do anything on nobody else's terms. So you're going to pay homage first and kiss the ring and admit, hey, he's 10-0 in his own
Sticky
league.
got a
He's a
new
million
bag,
on the
y'all.
street. He did bar security for 7
I
years.
knew
Was
it.
like never touched, basically. Never took an L, never lost. I mean, I got a lot of stripes, bro, that you got to acknowledge first before we even entertain or acknowledge you or think that you're going to be a part of my league or step up to me in my league. You know what I mean? I own my own league, bro. So all that fake talking, like I said, homeboy is just jealous and he upset and he delusional. He mad at reality, like all of them. I told you they're all part of this, and I told you they're all insane and out of their mind. Okay, just because I'm shining and doing well doesn't mean I should suffer and repeatedly get punished and keep on getting pushed back more and more like they're doing. I mean, at this point, I can't get any farther down than I am. I can't even get anything I
Sorry.
need today, bro, because they won't let me, because I don't
That's
have
an
my
awful
wallet,
thing
I
to
don't
laugh
have my
at, but
ID,
yeah.
and I'm clearly not going to get it back, which is crazy.
I'm shining,
You know,
but
this is
I
just the
can't get
truth.
any
So, I mean, I don't
farther
know.
down than I am.
Yeah.
He'll find a
I
way.
honestly don't know what to tell you.
Don't worry, Joey.
You know what I mean? It's just sad, bro. It's sad that when you
Long way
succeed in this
down.
society, these people don't reward it. You know what I mean? Like I said, like all these people that work at these rinky-dink establishments, they okay. They got what they need. They okay. They got families who support them. They got support systems. I'm the only one, because this society
I hate to tell
truly
you this,
punishes
Joey,
true success. See, I own my own business, which is what I
but
told them. I'll
there
never have to
is
work
no
for anyone for the rest
bottom.
of my life. This is my own business.
Wrap your head
You
around
know,
that.
I mean, it's to the point that they're making it where, I mean, if
Yeah, it's
if I'm
live,
not
Frost.
able to get what I need, which I'm already submitted a request to try to do it.
Frost, real
If
quick,
I
his
can't
neighbor
pay
stole
to
his
get
wallet
my
and
ID or
maybe his
whatever
bag.
again, I mean, what can I do, bro? Without an ID, you can't
Frost
cash a
is
check. You
laughing.
can't do
I can
nothing.
hear her.
These
That's what
people
he's
have effectively, systematically stopped me from being able to have a livelihood at all or do anything to take care of myself. So
Yes.
this isn't America no more. I don't know what it is, but we're not going to sit here and pretend. Everything that you do is getting documented. It's going in a federal lawsuit. Okay.
Okay.
Again, you know, somebody has to take responsibility here, and it ain't me. And it's just that simple.
But
You know what I
it
mean?
ain't
Because
me.
it's not. It has nothing to do with me, and I can't control everything, man. I can't.
Because theft of an empty wallet is a federal issue. We all
So
know that.
other than that, that's all I really have to say. I mean, like I said, I mean, people continue to get their karma. Like I said, he's facing 2 charges, and it is what it is. And that's all I'm tired of, is these cowards trying to change stories and keep lying every single minute. They keep lying and saying lies and talking like they're tough. I mean, the tough guy is Batman. Batman's been doing this in the street for what, 3 years now. Stood up to everyone, held my ground, held my own completely, you know, backed everyone down, muscled everyone out on the block.
Held everything but your
And
wallet.
I don't do illegal stuff. See, there's a big difference. Just because you're upset, I don't care what you do or say. I'm not going to defend myself, because self-defense doesn't exist. No, it doesn't.
Wait,
Especially
what?
when you're as big and strong as me, and I have no
52
clue what I'm
negative
capable of or what I can do. Why would I do that? I'm not going to put myself in that position. These
You're
are grown men,
pussy.
bro. If y'all don't
But
know how
you're
to
a
act like
thug
grown
and
men,
you
that's your
shut down
problem, bro. And the fact
organizations,
is that you'll
Joey.
be the one that continues to suffer for it. You'll be the one that continues to make your situation worse like this fool, right? And y'all continue to do what you're doing to yourself. See, that's the thing. These people keep acting like there's no rules or laws or they can do whatever they want. Hey, listen, bro. Homeboy just got 2 charges, bro. So I mean, he gonna get picked up on a warrant regardless, and go to jail at least, or prison or something. You know what I'm saying? And then if I can get the summons or whatever and be able to show up to court, then he'll probably be in there longer.
Joey,
You know what
do
I'm
you know
saying?
how
I mean,
court
I'm not gonna
works?
play about these games, bro. I mean, when you talk to me, you gotta, you can't just talk to me any way you want and say whatever you want. It's inexcusable. It ain't okay that you on drugs that you're tripping, right? And that's the reality. The reality is I'm a grown man that runs his own business effectively. I've gotten more done than the
Poorly.
Feds, CIA, FBI, more than every department basically in the nation and in the world. We get a lot done. We do a lot. And I think, honestly, they look up to me. I really do.
We can do
I think
everything
they
but
look up
recover
to me. I
wallets.
think for the most part, if they know who I am, I think they're going to try to help me because they understand what I'm doing is to better things, and their job and what they're supposed to want is to stop the cartel down here, to stop corruption. I mean, I'm taking the cartel on head on. I already defeated them years ago. I'm who's taking them on, not anyone else. I'm taking them on head on and winning. I think all these dudes are being paid off by the cartel. Why do you think that they're on drugs? Where do you think the drugs come from? The U.S. government, but the U.S. government is who funds the cartel. Y'all better wake up. While you're sitting here sleeping on me and talking about YouTube, this man, you're talking to Tyree Sneed, the man who defeated the cartel in the streets every which way and made a stand against crime and corruption and shut the cartel down and does more every day.
Borderline sounds like he's going to
Cartel is
cry.
a lot of people out here, man. It might be everybody. I mean, I'm taking everyone on head on and winning. You can say what you want and say
Give me
this
my
and that, but no, it's a
$2.
lot different when everyone's against you. When
I want
everyone,
my
all y'all sold your
$2.
soul and you're all cowards, that changes the game. Ain't no more of this, we want to talk tough stuff. That doesn't exist. You understand? I don't care what you think. None of you. Like I said, I'm their superior. I'm your superior, all of you, and that's it. And you'll listen to what I'd say and you'll do what I tell you. All right. So, like I said, this is really building me.
Except give you your wallet back,
More
right?
power. I'm going to end up being my own independent agency, and I'm already my own independent entity, and I'm sovereign,
Well,
and
it's
I
just 'cause
literally am the
self-defense
enforcer of
doesn't
divine law.
exist.
Divine law from God. So, like I said, it's about being right or wrong, but we still have to work between the system and make solid decisions, and it's that simple, bro. I ain't never been scary like y'all, man. It ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. It's got to do with being smart, man. You know what I mean? You like folks is trying to set me up. I mean, how you going to try to set traps for me and try to set me up, and then it don't work out for you, and then you walk into your own trap and then complain and whine?
The only
And
reason
then
it didn't
lie.
work
Come on,
out
bro.
for him
See
is
what I'm
because your
saying?
wallet
People
doesn't
are
have
just
anything of
hypocritical,
value
man.
in
They
it.
can't make up their mind about what it is. Like I said, at the end of the day,
Dude
all the
stole your
facts are
wallet
there,
and is
it just
probably
is what it is,
poorer
right?
now.
It's never going to change. And like I said, that's how these people move. I told you they're cowards, bro. I've been telling you on all the truths coming out every day more and more. So like I said, let them do they pretending.
Well,
Let them
these guys
act
scared
like they're
him,
tough
and
in
he
their own
didn't do
simulated
anything, and
environments
so
they
now
want to
he's
control.
manic
Let them
and
talk that stuff.
pumping
Let them
himself
act
up.
like they're this and that. Who cares? But we all know who tough, and we all know who the grown man, and we all know who owns their own league and invites everyone to sign the waiver, and nobody does it. And y'all act like I got time. I'm trying to survive, bro. You don't make no sense. You ain't gonna come in my league and sign a waiver if you're literally in the way and trying to stop me from doing what I need to do day to day and survive. That don't make no sense. See, that's what I'm saying. We compete with people who want to be fair first and respect me. Feel me? So let's get this settled first and get where I can, live my
You're a
life
bigger coward
appropriately and
than
do what I
Charlie's
need,
telling
and then
on,
let's move
bro.
forward from there.
Yeah,
Till then,
Charlie's
all
Eleanor
efforts are
would beat
towards
the
that.
shit
I
out
don't
of
care
him
what
too.
no one's
I
saying.
know.
We're gonna get things right, whether you like it or
Charlie
not, right
wouldn't
in
have
front of
lost
your
his
face.
wallet.
We need to get an environment built where I can move and do what I need to do and get what I need. You understand? And I don't want it to be here, quite frankly. I want to get the hell out of here. Been wanting to get out of here. You know what I mean?
Travel
I might
without
go up to
ID.
Austin or something if I could ever get the money somehow for a bus ticket and just get up there. I'd be better off up there.
With no
You know
ID?
what I mean? Real talk. And that's the thing. Like, come on, bro. It just don't make no sense, man. Like, without an ID, without what I need, they just keep putting me in bad positions. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Nothing. I mean,
Nope.
literally,
Nothing
bro.
but
You,
starve.
you still got to
the
pay for
process
this stuff,
to
I think. I
get a
mean,
new ID.
and it's too far. It's just not
Well, he
easy
doesn't
for
have
me
his
to
birth
get anything done out here. So I don't know.
Social
Y'all want to
Security
help me?
number,
Please
it's like
donate. I don't even know if I'll be
no
able to
home address.
access it. I don't know if people
No,
can
he has
send me
no
money
other
through
forms
another
of
means.
ID. He has
But
no mailing
I need some
address.
money sent to me,
Yep.
man. I got to get some bread just to get by and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Send me some real money so we can go ahead
There's
and
no
get this
bills that are
official and
actually
get
in
done
his
and move
name.
forward.
How is he on right now?
Probably
Don't know.
tethered
All
to
right,
his
so
homie.
that's the daily news report, and that's about it. Another villain,
He's
right? Their
pacing
plot
outside
has been
McDonald's.
foiled. Another villain is going to jail and prison, people.
I wonder
And
when he
I
pays
mean,
for
I think
stuff
that
if he
should
uses
serve as a
his
lesson
phone
and example.
or
Like I
uses
said,
the
folks
actual
be
Cash
really
App
telling them. I mean, he
debit
probably
card they
still
give you.
telling himself nonsense. These folks be really on
I
some
don't know.
nonsense, telling themselves there's a reality that doesn't exist. but
I mean,
yet they
probably
don't
the
want to
card. He
acknowledge
was
all the
talking about
facts
how
and everything I've
fancy it was
accomplished
when
and
he
how
got
many
it.
strikes I got in the street and everything that's happened. You know, you can't just tell yourself that reality doesn't exist. It's like when I showed him the money, he's like, "Oh, you're not making any money." I said, "Sure. You want to see? Yeah, that got you upset and got you in your feelings, right? Right? Yeah. So you do that nonsense. I mean, this dude was throwing stuff around on the ground. I mean, they got pictures and everything, bro. It's crazy, son. So I mean, like I said, bro. I mean, you ain't no man. If
Maybe
you was
you
a
told
man,
him
bro,
that
you
I
could have
get
been
I get
said how
paid the
you felt
21st
years
to the
ago.
25th, so I'll hit you
Yeah,
up if
that
you let me stay
homeboy,
in your
he
shed.
and all,
And
he's
then-
like that same other
And then
dude.
he
All
didn't
of
get
them.
paid.
Everybody knows they
Exactly.
targeting me. Like I said, these people, I mean, you know, they probably going to take my side. If they righteous, they going to take my side and they going to understand, like, this is getting ridiculous, bro. Like, they just keep targeting this dude. Like, why? Because you're jealous. You know, just because you're jealous of me doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to get by and do what I need. You feel me? That's not fair. That's not right. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, nah, in my position, you got to be smart. I told y'all from day one, I don't have the excuses y'all do. I don't have the luxury you do. It doesn't matter what people do to me. I cannot defend myself. Self-defense doesn't exist.
What?
Trust me, I've done a whole lot of defending myself in my life.
He's trying
I've
to
already done
justify him
that.
being
We're
a
way
pussy,
past that. We
Shibby.
don't got to
Yeah,
talk about it.
right.
Nothing. What do you mean? I'm
Wait.
smart. I'll do. I don't have the luxury you do. It doesn't matter what people do to me. I
We get
cannot
it. You
defend
ran him
myself.
scared, bro.
Wait, hang on. Let me listen to this part. This is
Self-defense doesn't exist. Trust me, I've done a whole lot of defending myself in my life.
self-defense doesn't exist. Trust me, I've done a whole lot of defending myself in my life.
Yeah, and
That's
he
the-
didn't do it because it was impossible to do.
That's the contradiction I wanted to just try to process, but it didn't work.
I've already done that. We're way
Man, I
past
got my
that. We
ass
don't got to
kicked.
talk about it. Nothing. What do you mean? I'm smart as hell. I'm righteous. I move with God. God gonna protect me. You feel me? So what do you mean? But like I said, in some instances, you got to just let things go and let people talk and pretend. You know what I mean? Real talk, because that's the smart thing to do. You feel me? Like I said, I'm systematically breaking down the entire system. I'm bringing it to them head on. I'm stopping all this, bro. I'm literally defeating and shutting down the cartel.
Oh
You know what
my
I mean?
god.
And you don't understand how many people work for them out here, bro. This is like the whole place I'm taking on. So people can run their mouth and say what they want. I mean, I'm a white man. I came down here and I made a real stand and I continue to change things while all y'all don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? I mean, do you understand how much work we put into the street, me by myself? Do you understand how many strikes I really got? You understand how much I've done and
None.
accomplished? Come on, bro. Like, you know, people can't just come around and you a new guy and you a noob and then act like, oh, I'm going to talk down. I mean, yeah, like I said, you clearly looking for a reaction. And instead, you done forced yourself into your own reaction. They have conniption fits because they upset because, oh, I'm making money. Right. But meanwhile, you have everything paid for by y'all's parents and y'all spoiled and entitled and spoiled rotten. So what does that say about you? Like I said, bro, you ain't no man, bro. What do you mean? What? Not everything I say to y'all's face, bro. Been saying it. Matter of fact, actually, that same homeboy, I've been talked about him a million times on this show, called him out publicly a million times. Boy, miss me with that. Feel me? Real talk. And anytime that any of these folks approach me, 100%, I'm getting on
Called
the
him
line and
out
I'm calling,
publicly
and then
to
they're going to have more
11
legal
people?
issues to deal with, and they're going to go to jail and prison. You feel me? See, it don't make no sense. When grown folks are moving around,
Remember
you
the
gotta
other
just let
night
grown
when you
folks
said
move
I'm at
around.
my
You don't run
homeboys
nothing. You're
using
not
his,
tough.
his
What?
Wi-Fi,
Oh, now you're
and
tough.
Joey sounded like
Now
he
you're
was
tough.
cracked
Okay.
out,
But what tough stuff have you ever done? Because all I
and
ever
now
did was
he's
tough
saying
stuff,
that
and all
the
y'all
dude
did
was
was
all
hide
drugged
inside.
out. I wonder
That's
if
what they
Joey
do.
was
Legal type
using.
of dudes hide inside. This ain't the first time he
Maybe
done
he got
did
a
that too. It's
contact
about the
high.
third time. You know, not exactly that, but he tried other ways of doing what his goal is. And them narcs, like I said, they just want to stop everything you're doing. They see me succeeding, they want to stop me in my tracks. Like, why don't we say what it is? That's what they
I would
want.
love to
And it
give
ain't
him
gonna happen.
mushrooms
We're gonna keep on living and being happy,
or
man.
acid.
Forget these narcs.
Yeah,
They don't
like a
dictate my
bad
value and
acid
they can't
trip,
minimize
I
my
think
value, all right?
would be
So
great
like I
for
said,
Joey.
that's it. I'm gonna continue to stand up for right, not for what's right, not just for me, but for the people and for everybody. And I'm gonna continue to shut them down and make them look silly. You understand? You look silly. There's nothing you can say. I mean, what can you say? What? Oh, you tough now because you're acting? Like what? Y'all deserve an Academy Award. Real talk. Feel me? All they do is cry and all we do is win. So like I said, that's about it, man. Other than that, like I said, I need the people in the valley, the public to take care of me. Like I said, anybody got a couple of dollars for me, hand it off to me, something. You know what I mean? So I can actually use it. But like, I need help, man, 100%. I mean, they got me where I can't do nothing. Feel me? So we'll see what happens within the next couple of days. Hopefully some things will come through for me so I can actually like be able to move around this month. Hopefully I'll be able to get to my check and everything. And that's it. And anything they do further, like if they do any fraud or they use my cards or anything, that's all going to be part of the federal lawsuit, right? And
Yes, Rich.
I mean, it'll just be more charges, you know, and then it gets escalated the case. So, I mean, they're just doing it to themselves, bro. They're so silly. And now I got to figure out who
Joey,
you know,
have
who
you gone to
talk
the police?
who might have put you up to this. This is the thing, bro. Y'all understand this is real, bro. Homeboy really tried to do some real stuff, bro. This ain't fake.
This ain't
These
fake,
homeboys
bro.
really feel like that. You feel
It's
like that
very
to somebody
high-pitched.
around you from your community
Eh,
succeeding? Bro, I've been succeeding, bro. This ain't nothing, bro. I've been in front of you with bank accounts over 300,000.
I can't even
You
get
ain't
that hard.
do nothing then. You didn't pretend then. What are you talking about? That's why
What
when
are
you
you
talk,
talking
when
about?
they say, "Oh yeah, I remember you were always struggling." No, you remember me making tons of dough, and you didn't like seeing me shine. That's what you remember, and you want to continue to do this weird talk. I mean, hey, y'all want to be jelly, and that's all y'all know how to do. I mean, that's your thing. It's not gonna help you. Look at your situation. You know what I mean? Like I said, homeboy already did a lot of stuff in the past concerning other people. He's done long prison bids. I mean, it looks like you're gonna go back to prison, homeboy. That's what it looked like to me.
Rich,
So, like
we're
I
gonna
said,
try
when
and
they
do a
talk about I'm a
breakdown of
hustler,
this when
I'm a
he's
gangster, all
done.
y'all stuck behind the walls, and I'm out here
There's a
free,
lot to
running
process.
everything and shutting down the cartel. I mean, who's really got power? You see the point of power? Sometimes you got to kind of hold your tongue. Sometimes you got to quit acting so aggressive and so macho. Sometimes you got to be smart. And you know what takes real strength, mental strength, acuity strength, like soul, spirit strength, real strength within you to
Being a bitch.
Yeah, well, is to
not
let
react,
someone take your
to
wallet.
not act tough with them, to let them sit there and run their mouth and pretend.
Oh,
But who
okay.
won?
Yeah, to
Ask
give them
yourself,
your
who won?
property. and
Hey, I
shut
get
the
them
fuck
every
up.
time. Who won? The
Who
right
won?
way. Yeah, they go into
That's
prison.
right.
He
I
looking
got
at
him in an
prison and jail
imaginary
time, and I'm
lawsuit.
free as a
I
bird
win.
and winning when his intention was to set me up because he want to stop what I'm doing because I'm winning.
And
It's
he
the way of
pretty
the
much
world,
did.
man.
You just
You know what I mean?
admitted that
Like
he
I said,
did.
there's a million of you. There's only
I
one
can't
of
do.
me.
They got
Feel
me where I
homie?
can't do
So
nothing.
yeah, like I said, I mean, people could talk all they want. I mean, I could talk plenty though, right? Because I mean, apparently, clearly, like when I said, you know, I'm not the one, and I'm not the one for folks to play with. Apparently, that's what's getting shown. That's what's getting shown. No, I don't get on here and talk greasy. I'm not talking any tough or any way. I'm saying the truth. I mean, nah, I handle things the right way and I'm smart. I'm not trying to
No,
prove that I'm tough.
You're not
We
the
know I'm
one
tough.
if somebody wants
You
a wallet
understand?
with
I'm,
money in it.
I'm showing that I'm smart. I'm showing that I'm resourceful. I'm showing that I can win when all these people are against me. I'm proving all my points. So like I said, what y'all done lately? Exactly. All right. Now, like I said, keep my name out your mouth. I'll talk to y'all later in a minute. Like I said, much love, and that's it, man. We gonna stay winning. You feel me? We winning no matter what, bro. It ain't about no money. Even if I can't get to my money, we still winning. We still defeated all you. Feel me? Like I said, like it is what it is. They putting themselves in their own
Even if
position.
I'm broke and starving and
I got
dying
you
in
right
the
where I
street,
want
we
you.
winning.
You know what I mean? These folks can't even come near me now. And the more they keep doing that stuff and pretending and pushing, the worse they gonna make it. They just gonna make their situations worse and worse to where they really can't come near me. Because every time they come near me, they'll go to jail and prison. That's the truth. That's how it works, bro. Come on, man. Y'all all about using the system when it's corrupt and only to your liking. You're so hypocritical to your side when you're breaking the law and you know you're everything you're doing is illegal and wrong. But when it actually gets implemented and used the right way, all of a sudden it's a problem now. Boy, stop it. Feel me? So, like I said, we're going to keep on winning them, let them do what they do, and that's it. All right? Hold your L like tone space. Easy.
Wow.
All right. That was
that was
Batman
something.
is systematically defeating all the villains by giving them his wallet. So yeah, what we can break down from this is that his neighbor, who also we think has the shed that Joey was crashing in, has his wallet.
Whoa. Can we go back from the top? I was stoned and reading a text message and I missed
All
the
right.
first sentence. Okay, I'm
So,
sorry.
We're pretty sure his neighbor had a shed that he was crashing in, you know, for the past couple of weeks back. You know, he did the interview outside the shed. For whatever reason, that neighbor got mad at him and now has his wallet. Now we're thinking maybe he promised the guy some money when he got paid this month, but he didn't get paid this month. So maybe the guy got pissed and took his wallet from him.
That would make sense.
When you get your money, I'll give you your shit back.
Right. And in the meantime, get the fuck out of my shit. He's still does not have his phone paid. He's found a homie with a hotspot that he can steal some Wi-Fi and go live every now and then, but just little short ones. But yeah, Batman's still winning.
You know he's going to abuse that.
Oh yeah.
That person's going to regret giving him that hotspot.
Well, he only uses it like, when was the last one? It was like a day or two ago?
Monday? Tuesday?
2 days ago. So yeah, it's every couple of days he uses it. So far he hasn't abused it too much.
Oh, but he will. I feel like Cyrax. Oh, but he will.
And he says he can't get any lower than he is right now, but you'll find a way.
You know,
I
Joey,
beg to differ.
I thought that 5 years ago, Joey, but you keep finding...
You keep surprising us, Joey.
What did I say your one talent was, Joey? Your ability to hit rock bottom, pull a shovel out of your ass and keep digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said he's fracking at this point. He's going deeper. So yeah, he has now he has no income.
No
He has
ID.
no wallet, no ID, no cards.
You may as well be naked, bro. That would be
Gross. Come on. Do you want me to send you his naked pictures?
no. I'm sorry. I apologize.
we don't know if he has any ability to keep his bank account positive over the next month, which I doubt he does.
Oh shit. I didn't even think about that. If that goes negative, it's gonna like eat most of his check when it gets deposited.
He said at the beginning of this live that he talked to the police and they wouldn't do anything. So I don't know how he thinks there's going to be some sort of court case about this, about a stolen wallet.
Well, he always thinks that. Like he thinks he could circumvent the law and then get us hemmed up on charges. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yeah, and didn't he mentioned, Sheriff, you said he said something about the charger too?
Yes.
Yeah,
his
he
wallet and
briefly
his
mentioned my
charger.
wallet and my charger. He said it real softly.
Yeah, he sure did.
So he can't even charge his phone at this point.
And if he doesn't have his Cash App card, if there's any money on it, and then he can't charge his phone, he can't use his phone for payment.
Yeah, Joey, that sounds like a rap. Sounds like
love it.
checkmate.
Yeah, because he's fucked. He needed to make $100 like next month, or he was fucked, and he's fucked.
He actually needed it this month.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
to even survive, have a chance, he would need to line up the next check after this. But he has no internet, so he can't do that. And he's fucked.
No. So
It's beautiful.
yeah, he's gonna have to Joey, you're gonna have to start giving blowies for Happy Meals.
This was the job, though, to put him out of business by the
Don't
end of
do
the
it
year.
just for the toy.
yeah, just for the whatever toy is in there right now. So yeah, I mean that was a pretty good update. I'm happy. It's a great birthday present. I appreciate it. Shout out to the neighbor.
Hell yeah!
Thanks,
Happy
neighbor.
birthday 2 days ago, that guy.
Anybody else have anything to add?
Did you hear
I
what
was going
Everyone
through
better
my-
say happy birthday to that guy.
Thank you. What'd you say, babe?
I was going to tell you, did you hear what Frost said? But she said it
yes.
again. So.
Yes, I did. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and if there's any new information, you'll hear it here first.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good one.
All right, peace.
Later.